Welcome back to the Kickoff Podcast. I'm your host, Jaron Carp. Actually, Darren's not here, but
The press.
I'm your host, Nathan Rudd, with my co-host, Riley Wheeler.
Yeah.
And we are here doing our first two-person episode
Yep.
of the Kickoff Pod's career. And I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be good. It's a division that I think, collectively probably know a lot about.
Yeah.
Just kind of homegrown, just kind of around the area. The NFC North
Yep.
today.
The
So,
Midwest region,
the
baby.
Midwest.
Yeah, Jaron unfortunately can't be here, but we figured we would pursue on with the division that, I feel like is one of the most historic divisions.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, this is gonna be a great episode. You wanna kick it off with our first team here?
Yeah, let's get right into it. Don't
Let's
even need
jump
to.
into it. Unless there's any news.
Um.
I couldn't think of any, but
Well, the whole Terry Arnold situation.
Yep.
He tried out with some teams. I think he tried out with Houston. He has a couple of workouts lined up.
Yep.
So maybe he'll get a roster
Yeah.
spot. But I don't know why you would deal with that with all the legal issues he has.
Yeah, I don't know why when players do stuff like that and then teams are like open arms, they're like, "Yeah, let's do this." It just doesn't really make sense to me
Yeah.
completely just cuz it's like you never know what they're going to end up doing again. Like I'm a firm believer of, if you do it once, probably going to do it again. But also there is room for forgiveness, but it just in the NFL it's a business and it's tough. It's a really tough shout.
Yeah.
So, but
But no, other than that, I don't think there was much other news. We've kind of hit. This is like probably the deadest time for the
yeah.
NFL because you're 3 months out, or 2.5 technically months out from the draft.
Yep.
So you don't really have anything with that.
Mhm.
And you're still about a month-ish out from even preseason. So
Yep. And then fantasy football
yeah,
probably late next month, early September.
yeah. I
Something like
usually
that.
try to do my around that time,
Okay. Yeah.
early
Be ready,
September.
guys.
Yeah,
Kickoff Pod Fantasy Football
be
League.
on the lookout.
You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna figure out a way to get hopefully like 10-ish people in there and
Hopefully,
just have a league for everybody. And I don't
Yeah.
know. I think it'd be fun.
For sure. Just bragging rights and
Yeah.
just
If you're interested in that,
having fun with the
comment.
viewers.
Comment. Let us know that you're interested.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, let's get into the Minnesota Vikings first.
Really interesting team.
Do you want to go or me?
Yeah. You can go for it.
Okay.
I'll
So
kind of just
Minnesota Vikings, uh, just had a lot of different roster changes this year. With I think the most notable just being because he plays the best position on the field.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, new quarterback in
Yep.
town. And they also upgraded their wide receiver room, getting Juwan Jennings
Yep.
to really bolster that unit. And it was already a good receiver unit, and then you add a guy like that as your third, I think.
Yeah, it's
Very
what
good.
Jefferson, Addison, and Jennings.
Yep.
And you got Hawkinson at tight end, great
Mhm.
receiving tight end. Aaron Jones in the backfield still.
Yep.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones,
Great receiving
Jordan
back.
Mason they traded for
Jordan
last year as a
Mason.
good backup.
He was good for the snaps he got. Jordan Mason was pretty solid.
Mhm.
And then you get Kyler Murray, who
Yeah.
is going to be a substantial upgrade to 9.
Oh, for sure. But then it still gives J.J. McCarthy room to grow
Yeah.
in a backup role, which
Yeah.
I think he should have done for more time.
Yeah.
Obviously, it showed.
Right. It was. But it's like it was a Kevin O'Connell offense. It was an offense that worked really well for Sam Darnold. That 1 year he was with the Vikings, they go like 14-3.
Yep.
Sam Darnold like relit the flame in his career. And then he goes to the Seahawks. He wins the Super Bowl the next year. I'm hoping we see something similar with Kyler Murray because it's not every day you get like a 5'8", 5'9", 5'10" quarterback.
Oh, yeah. No.
So it'd be cool to have like another kind of Russell Wilson type of player.
They're just like an outlier of a
Yeah.
player. Like those are always cool stories.
Yep.
Like either like the shortest guy or like the super tall
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
or like
Or
just cool.
T-Rex arms.
Oh yeah, short arms,
Shout out
long
Jaren.
arms.
Ruben Bain.
Have fun with that one, buddy. Um, but the other reason I like Juwan Jennings signing, back to that quick,
Yep.
is of all the crap that Jordan Addison has gotten himself into, like,
Dude, yeah.
legal trouble,
Yep.
where it's like we have this conversation every week,
We do.
like, just stop being an idiot.
That's the bottom
You're
line, bro.
getting paid millions of dollars. You're setting your generations and
Yeah.
generations of families set up for
Yeah.
success. You just have to stop being an idiot.
You're getting paid millions of dollars to play a kid's game.
Yep.
That's what a lot of players describe it as. Obviously, it's a grown man sport, but
Yeah.
it's like you're playing a game. You get paid millions of dollars. Just make good decisions. Like I
Well,
feel like it can't be
that's the best way to describe it, like you said. It's a kid's game, but then it's a grown man's sport.
right.
Like,
Exactly.
once this becomes real, like, it ain't a game anymore.
Yeah.
Like, this is like a way of life.
Right.
And, like, I think the sooner that flip kinda switches in their brains of, like, "This is my job now."
Yeah.
Like, this isn't some, like, "Oh, well, I can just do whatever I want, and then
Well,
if
they
I get
still
kicked
do
out."
whatever they
Yeah, they
want.
do.
Like that, you'll have a
Uh,
select handful of like 2% of the players that will just do whatever they want off the field, and it just you hate to see it. You've seen
yeah.
it with countless superstars and countless honestly not nobodies, but like countless like just your average
Like,
player.
people that could carve out a role if they just gave their NFL career time to
Exactly.
develop, but
There's
no,
so
they
many
just
players. The list goes on, but hopefully, Jordan Addison can just learn from his mistakes and
yeah.
just avoid it. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I love that receiving unit. I love this offensive unit. I think they
Yes.
got a very
Thi
high ceiling.
this offensive line, on paper at least, looks like it could be one of the best units in football.
Yep, I would agree
Like,
with that.
Christian Darrisaw is
Yes,
an all-pro level tackle. I don't know if he has hit an all-pro. I don't know for sure, but he's definitely good enough to be an all-pro in the future.
yeah.
And then even Brian O'Neill at right tackle has been really,
Brian
really good
O'Neill
for
was
them.
solid. Yep.
Yeah. But then what I really like about this unit is how underrated I think their guards are. Will Fries, they got him in free agency last year from the Colts. Got him to like a pretty nice contract. And he didn't do too hot last year, but I think that's just also like adjusting to a new scheme and like kind of getting the rope, like kind of getting
Right.
getting the ropes. And
Yeah.
especially with it's hard to be an offensive lineman with bad quarterback
Yeah.
play. It really
Yeah.
is.
It is.
And then Donovan Jackson, they drafted in the first round last year. So they went really heavy on guard last year. Like more than like you
Yeah.
spent a first round pick and a big amount of money on two guards.
Right.
And I like that because I think guard is becoming an undervalued position in the league because they really do a lot for your offensive line.
Yeah, they do. If you, I mean, you could. I think tackles are still probably going to be your
Oh,
like
for
cream
sure.
of the crop, but it's like you gotta have the interior presence too. You got defensive tackles out there ruining the league. You got Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis on the same team. Shout out the Eagles, but
Mm,
they it just there's so many teams that have bolstered their defensive line. You gotta have good play from all five of your lineman positions. It's not just the
absolutely.
tackles, not just the center, not just the guards. It's a collective unit. You even got to get the tight end in there, get some chip blocks in. Like
Yes.
it's rough on that front seven.
Hmm.
The front seven of that line. So yeah, no, it's definitely tough. Um, but going to like quarterback, I we like Murray. I
Yes.
I think we both enjoy that for the Vikings.
Yeah.
I think give JJ McCarthy another year, maybe another 2 years to just sit behind, see what happens. Um, and then uh, they have Carson Wentz, right?
Uh-huh. Third string.
Eagles legend, but that's not the point I'm bringing up. The
Absolutely. Should
point
have won
is
MVP that
he
year.
he's an MVP. He was an MVP caliber quarterback, and
Uh-huh.
why that's important is because you pair two MVP caliber quarterbacks in a room with JJ McCarthy, who is arguably the worst quarterback in the league last year.
Yeah.
Um, maybe there'll be some good steps for growth. He can definitely do some learning. And they're both two different play styles too, so you
Hmm.
can kind of implement a
Yes.
little bit of both. And maybe we see JJ McCarthy become the next Sam Darnold in a couple years. Who knows?
I mean, that'd be
But
cool for Vikings fans because I know they deserve a good team.
yeah,
Like they got a really passionate fan base, and like we kind of said at the top of the show, being in the Midwest, you kind of know, like you personally know, like three or more fans of each of these 4 teams,
Yeah.
like, it feels like. Like, you're like, "Oh, yeah, I got, like, 2 friends that are Lions fans." They're like, "Oh, yeah, I got, like, 4 that are Vikings." Like, so, I have personally a little bit more of a soft spot for these 4 teams because, like, I know a lot of family and friends that are fans of these teams, so I
Yeah.
know the Vikings, they deserve a good team,
Yeah.
and I think the peak of Kyler Murray can give you a good team.
I
He
would
just
agree.
has to unlock it.
Yep.
Uh, yeah.
I
So
mean,
now,
yeah.
do you wanna move on to the defense,
I
or
would
is
I
there
would
something you wanna
yeah,
touch
I
on
think
offense?
defense I think the offense is like we stated on it's a pretty lights out unit. I mean,
Yeah.
if you can get good play from quarterback, it's gonna be everyone else would do their part. I'm
Yes.
a firm believer
It's
of
one
that.
of those offenses where it's set up to where a quarterback can come in and have success if the quarterback is just average to above average.
Right. Right.
But if you're below average, then I
It's
mean,
gonna show.
even think about that. JJ McCarthy was the worst quarterback in the league last year, and they went 8-9.
Yep.
Like, this team
Yep.
is super talented. It's just
Yep.
you gotta nail quarterback.
Yep. You gotta hit on that.
But now defense is probably less of a highlight,
Yes.
but it makes up for how good their defensive coordinator is. Brian Flores, probably the
Yep.
best defensive coordinator in the league,
Yep.
which I'm so surprised he hasn't gotten a head coaching job yet, but
Yeah. He was the head coach of Miami, wasn't he?
he was. And
Yep.
then that whole, like, I don't know the lawsuit, so I won't even touch on it, but there
No,
was a whole lawsuit, and he sued teams, whatever, I don't know.
that's insane.
But no, this
Um,
defense is, I'll say rebuilding kind
yeah.
of because you traded away Jonathan Grenard, Harrison Smith retired, uh, and then you still got your corners. Although Isaiah Rogers
Yep.
was not great last year after his success with Philly. You still got Byron Murphy.
Yep.
Your safeties are almost unproven. I'd say Josh Metellus has been pretty good in the
Yeah.
league, but Theo Jackson, I don't know too much about.
No.
But then your linebackers, I mean, Andrew Van Ginkel's been a really good edge rusher, but he's kind of like one of those Swiss Army knives where you can keep him as like a Mike and like kind of drop him back into coverage, but he can also like rush after the passer pretty effectively. So
I think that's what you need on your team. In today's league, you need someone that can do it all.
yes,
It's the same thing with running backs. You gotta be able to catch and run.
yeah,
It's you gotta be able to do everything.
for sure. Linebackers need to be able to play coverage and rush the pass. That's why teams are going out. Like that's why teams like the Packers, which we'll get to,
Yeah.
are going after guys like Micah Parsons who can do both.
It's kinda
Obviously,
like
you want him on the line,
yeah.
but or it's like when the Eagles we drafted Jahad Campbell
Yep.
so high in the first round because while he's a Mike, we're trying to mold him into a pass rusher because that's where the money is
Right.
and that's where the production is and that's where the game wrecking ability is.
Right.
So you need your linebackers that even like Kyle Van Noy, I thought did a pretty good job of both. Like you could drop him back into coverage,
Yeah.
he'd be at least
Yeah.
serviceable.
Dude, but especially with his age, he was a very good
Yes.
piece for us. But I was gonna compare the like linebackers being able to do it all. It's kind of like an NBA center nowadays.
Yes.
You gotta be able to shoot.
Yep.
You gotta be able to play defense. You gotta be able to get a rebound. Get a rebound.
Get a rebound.
Shout out Avery. And then yeah, I mean just be able to do it all. Get paid to do it all too. So I mean it works for literally everybody.
That's the thing is more versatility is going to get you more money. So
Exactly. Yep.
just be an all-around player. Don't be a one-trick pony.
Yep.
But then this defensive line is also probably the most gutted unit. Um, they lost Jonathan Grenard. Like I think I already mentioned that, but that
Yep.
was like a big time player for them.
Yep.
Like
What team did he end up going to?
he went to Philly.
Yep.
But he didn't have the greatest numbers wise year last year. I think he only had 5 sacks, but he
Yep.
was dealing with injury and he was still top 10 in pressure rate.
Yep.
So the Vikings still got good level of production out of him.
Okay.
But then I think the main reason they did that trade was because they wanted to get more out of their former first round pick with JJ McCarthy 2 years ago, Dallas Turner.
Yes.
And he can be really good.
Yep. I
He
would
can
agree
be
with that.
really good.
It
I mean,
was
I think he had like decent amount. Yeah, he had
it was
8
a good
sacks
yeah,
last
it
year,
was a
and
good
he
rookie
was doing like
campaign.
a
4 forced fumbles. Did you see that? 4 forced fumbles.
well, this was his second year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2025 regular
Yeah,
season stats.
4 He was tied for second in forced fumbles,
That's pretty awesome.
and he's only 23.
Yep, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. 2 sacks against Green Bay in their win.
Yep,
Yeah. He's he can be really, really
yep.
good.
And typically it is around like year 3 or year 4 we see these pass rushers kinda take that jump.
Yeah.
So
Year 3 is the huge jump for
if
I
it's
kinda
not
put the
this
year
year,
3 jump for, like, every player.
yep,
Like, cause year 1 is like, alright, first year in the league, like, some people will look really good, like,
yeah,
CJ Stroud looked
yeah, he
absurd,
did.
and then second year comes around and it's like, "Okay, well, now the league is adjusted to
It's
you,
a
and
step
you're still
back.
doing your same thing, so
Yep,
now you need to adjust." And once that adjustment hits in year 3, then it's usually just sky's the limit.
yep, yep.
Li
No,
like,
I agree.
who's going into year 3 that I could expect to be like, Marvin Harrison Jr. this
Yeah,
year
he
could
could.
really just
Yep.
skyrocket.
I mean, even last year, he was good, he just struggled with the drops.
Yeah,
And when you struggle with drops as a receiver, I mean, again,
that's your one job.
that's your job is to catch the damn ball.
Yeah,
So, when you struggle with drops, it shows on the stat sheet, it shows on your team's performance because they rely on him, they rely on McBride. Um, so, yeah, I
that's
mean,
the thing.
hopefully he does.
You could be a Calvin Johnson build with 6'5", 230, 99 speed, but if your hands are 0,
You got a 50 catching,
you're nothing.
like
Like, you literally can't do what your frame is giving you the ability to do. You need
mhm.
to be able to catch the ball.
Yep,
But then other guys I like on this defensive line is they drafted Caleb Banks
yep,
first round, and that was quite a surprise, but they're drafting for ceiling. I said this
yep,
when we covered the draft, the first round of the draft.
yep,
The Vikings are drafting for his ceiling
mhm,
because he's got that foot issue
yep,
that is going to kind of maybe halt some development early in his career. But if if anyone's going to tap into it, it's Brian Flores. But he's got some untapped like freak ability.
yep.
His
Caleb
first
Banks.
step, his not last year, but the year before that at Florida, his first step quickness at deep tackle is otherworldly.
Yep,
Like, it's insane.
yep. I think he'll be a good piece for them. As you mentioned, just like keeping that foot healthy.
Yeah,
Definitely could wreck some offensive line units. So I mean,
for sure.
hopefully, you get him, you get Dallas Turner on the edge. There there's some bright spots on this team, but it's definitely weaker than the offensive unit, which is something you do not want to see in the NFL. You definitely want your defenses to be a little bit more superb compared to your offense. Obviously, you want both to be as good as possible, but
Defense wins
if you
championships.
had to pick one, defense does win championships. So
I mean, look at the last, like, 3 years.
Cooper DeJean.
Seahawks had the best defense last year. Shout out Cooper DeJean. Because then the Eagles the year before that also had probably if number 1, if or maybe, like, at least top 3
Yeah.
defense in the league, and, like, you could just go all the way back, like, the Chiefs defense that year was like, the
Yes.
year before that was Spags against the Niners, like,
Good grief.
you need a good defense to be competitive in this league, which is why I'll always say until he retires, the Eagles will always be a contender no matter how bad our offense
Yes.
looks, because Vic Fangio's that good.
Yep.
But enough with the
We
Eagles.
we when going back to that Chiefs year against the Niners, we
Yes.
played them in the AFC Championship game. I think the score was 13-10. There were 2 touchdowns total and 3 field goals. That's it. Both teams' defenses were I that was such a good game. Shout
Yeah.
out Zay Flowers.
It's gotta be frustrating to watch, though.
Yeah, it's tough. Dude, it was a good game, but yeah, the Zay Flowers, man. Hate to see it.
Okay.
But back to the Vikings
Yes, and then
draft.
their second round pick at linebacker was Jake Golday out of Cincinnati,
Yeah.
and another chess piece where
Yep.
you can just kinda move him around every linebacker spot. I think he does have some pass rush upside, but he didn't do it a lot at Cincinnati, so it'll be
Yeah.
one of those where it's like, how does it look in training camp and OTAs and all that, and we'll go from there.
Yep.
And then, 3rd round, they drafted our guy, Big Citrus,
Yes.
Dominic
From
Orange.
from Iowa State,
I was
baby.
so happy. That's such a
Yeah.
good landing spot for him.
Yep. He
Uh, yeah.
we listen as Cyclone fans. If you ever been to the games there, Big Citrus.
Mhm.
Um, it just gosh, it's so cool seeing Iowa State
I
players get
know,
drafted
it's
because
like
it's like I watched them play in
yeah.
college and now them getting to like fulfill that dream. It's really cool.
Mhm.
Um, no, yeah, I think this is gonna be a good fit for the Vikings. I love the guy, obviously. I think he should have been a first round pick, first overall, but No.
I think at least second
Well,
overall because
Carson
we
Beck,
yeah,
and
there it
then he'll
is.
be round
There it
2.
is. There
Um,
there it
and
is.
then, but yeah, no, good pick for the Vikings. Shout out, Big Citrus. Um,
Mhm.
any other notable draft selections from them?
I think that's the main, few.
'Kay.
I'll give a shout out to Will Reichert, the kicker,
Yeah,
because he was first team All-Pro,
yep.
so
He was a good kicker for them.
and Vikings notoriously don't have great kickers,
I think I had him
so
in fantasy last year. I'm pretty
okay,
sure I picked him up.
it's a good fantasy get.
It's a good shout.
Alright, let's go over their
Oh,
schedule.
yes.
So we'll do 4-game kinda sprints as
Yep.
we've done for previous teams. We got Packers to start the year, Bears, Bucks, Dolphins.
It's a little tough.
Yeah,
Two divisional games to start the year off.
3 probable playoff teams to
Correct.
start the year. 'Cause
Yep.
you assume the Bucks will bounce back a little
They
bit,
should. They should.
but then Dolphins are kind of a cake game,
They could
so
be. No, they can't. They
yeah,
can't.
especially
There's
Vikings at home, like, no, I
We
don't
haven't
think
covered that division yet.
we'll
Just wait till we
yeah.
get there.
We'll get I think,
Good grief.
I think they'll win at least the Dolphins game.
Yep. But the
But
floor here is 1-3. That is the
I
floor.
I'm gonna say 2-2 because I think they usually have early season success against the Bears historically, and
Okay.
even last year, like, they beat them week 1, and that we saw how good that Bears team was at the end of the year, so
Yep.
I think early season, they'll have the Bears number, but then I bet once we get down to that other Bears game, they'll probably lose.
Yeah.
But and then I'll say going into Tampa in September is hot as hell.
Yeah, it is.
We had to do that, like, 2 years, almost 3 years straight, I felt like. I'm like, "Why are we always playing the Bucks on the road in September and we
Yeah.
always lose?"
Super hot down there.
Yes, and I think coming from a cold place like Minnesota coming down, I think that's probably an early season loss,
Yep.
so I wouldn't be surprised if they're 2-2 out of here, but I
I
could
could
also see
see.
1-3.
Yeah, I could see that, like, floor being 1-3, ceiling being 3-1.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't see a world where you go 4-0 here. Like, that would
No,
be incredible, but I don't see a world where you go
no.
4-0 here
I
because
think they at least lose to the
you
Packers.
gotta you. It's a it's 50-50. I would say it even leans in favor towards the Packers for that first game.
Yeah,
I would say it leans a little bit more to the Bears in week 2. And
yep.
then even the Buccaneers, they're going to Tampa.
I'd say they're, underdogs in the first 3 games of the year,
Yep,
but
I would
I
agree.
I think they come out 2-2 in this
Yep.
stretch. And then we got the Saints, Colts, Lions, Bills. I think another kinda
Could be a 2-2.
yeah, it could be another 2-2. There's no way I don't think there's any way they beat the Bills. If they do, that's a great upset, but
And you got Lions who gonna come back for revenge
yeah,
this year, I think. You
yeah, I don't
know,
know. I'd say probably just another 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah,
I'd say again ceiling. Uh, I could see a 3-1.
yeah. I
I
think
could see a 3-1.
same thing of 3-1. Yeah. I think they'll at least win one of these 3 games, so I won't say 0-4, but
Yeah.
1-3.
No. 1-3, 3-1.
And then Packers, Niners, Falcons, Panthers. Now this one I can see 0-4 because I think they could lose every single one of these games because
They
'cause the 2 hard ones are away, and I think the Panthers could look like they could look like a juggernaut this time in
Yep.
December, so it's like
And the you gotta look at the offenses they're playing too, right? What did we just talk about? The Vikings defensive unit is subpar compared to the offensive unit.
yep.
And I don't think that's a secret to anyone in the league. So when you're playing against I'm looking at that other game that you didn't mention, the Falcons.
Yeah, I was gonna
That offense might be firing on all cylinders. It
it
comes down to
depends on the
quarterback.
quarterback.
It's very similar
Yep,
to the Vikings. It really is gonna come down to quarterback. They got
yep.
Bijan Robinson. They got Drake London. Kyle Pitts is on a new deal. It I don't know, man.
Offensive line's great, like
Offensive line is great. Not gonna lie, I can't name another receiver. I'm a casual, but
technically Jahan Dotson's on that team, but he won't start
yeah.
outside of
But
Drake London.
just in general, like
Yes. That offense.
I could see them. I could see them going 0-4. I really could.
I
But
can see 3-1 though.
there's a world where they go 3-1. I do think they lose.
I think they lose that Niners
Probably the
game.
Niners. Yeah,
Yeah. But then they could beat the
they
Packers.
could lose the Packers too,
They
though.
could also.
It,
Like I think they'll split the series,
I think they do split.
but it's which one do they win? I don't know.
Panthers are losing though. Shout out Jaren. Go Panthers.
And then we'll do the last 5 games.
Okay.
Patriots, Lions, Commanders, Jets, Bears.
Patriots, Lions, Commanders, Jets, Bears. Patriots, I think we all three of us have a collective that they're probably not going to be as good as they
No,
were last year.
no.
A
But
little
I
bit of a
still
Mickey
think
Mouse
they
schedule.
might win.
They'll be no, yeah. I think they can win
They'll be
games.
worse, but I think they'll still win this because it's prime time.
Yep.
I think
And they're at home.
Thursday. I think that's Thursday night football. So.
And it's Gonzo versus Jefferson.
Yeah, that'll be a fun.
That'll be a fun matchup.
That'll be a fun matchup.
I
to
feel
look
like
forward
Gonzo
to
gets
in
over.
5 months.
I think Gonzo gets overshadowed by PS2, and I think PS2 is the best corner in the league.
For sure.
But Gonzo, man, that Super Bowl playing like lights out.
He was the best player on the field.
He played so good in that Super Bowl.
Winning team or losing team,
Yeah.
he was the best player on the field.
I would agree.
100%.
Lions, similar thing. You could split this season series like similar to the Packers. Or either team could sweep each other. It's a division. You really don't know.
NFC North is cutthroat. I always just say like those teams are so evenly matched in my opinion that they could just split the whole everyone's gonna go 3-3.
Yes, they're all playoff caliber teams.
Yes.
I would say maybe 2 of them could be Super Bowl kind of teams. It just depends on how they come out the gates. If they come out running or if they come out walking.
And then Commanders Jets, I think those are 2 wins.
I would give them 2 wins.
I don't really guess week 18 because you never know. Like one team's probably going to be resting starters. So
I would give the Vikings the win.
We'll say Vikings.
I think the Bears are going to be resting starters
overall.
at this point.
I think Minnesota probably goes 9-8.
9-8.
A slight improvement from last year, but
it really does come down to quarterback play. If you get Kyler Murray to play MVP caliber football, they could be a very, very good team.
Yeah.
So, well,
right.
Packers. Let's do it.
So, quarterback not an issue with this team
No.
because Jordan Love is
top 15.
really good.
Top 10.
Really, really good. He's either top 10, top 15. I don't
Something
know.
like
Depends
that.
on who you ask. Someone might say top 5.
Nope. Not quite there.
Josh Jacobs, the legal stuff. Hopefully that's all squared away. He's a really good football player.
Yes.
Receiving core is, in my opinion, filled with a bunch of wide receiver 2s. So there's no clear alpha in this room. This has been my stance on this. Now, that's not to say that they are bad. Wide receiver 2s in this league are valuable.
Are very good.
But
Devontae Smith was a wide receiver too. He's incredible.
It's hard to command an offense when there's not a guy where you can say, like, I'm going to this guy every single time.
Yep.
Like, if we need a catch, if we need a first down, I'm going to this guy.
It kind of makes it can be a good thing. Because then on 3rd down, you need it, or 4th and, 2, you need it. Who are they going to go to? You take your pick. So, that could be the philosophy behind there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping Matthew Golden steps up and becomes that X for them. That'd be awesome.
He looked really good in the playoff game.
Yeah,
so
he did look
maybe
really
he just
good.
uses that for momentum.
Yep.
And then Tucker Kraft, horrible injury last year, but
top 5 tight end.
He was a top 5 tight end.
He
we'll
can
just have
block.
to see if
he can catch. He can do it all.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you need. Swiss Army knife at tight end.
Offensive line, not the greatest.
It's a little weak,
but they lost Rasheed Walker at left tackle, so now they're going with Jordan Morgan, who has not been great. Aaron Banks hasn't really done a whole lot.
Yep.
Sean Ryan's pretty good. Anthony Belton is kind of unproven. And Zach Tom's one of the best right tackles in the league. So yeah, kind of quick on offense. Packers didn't make a lot of changes just because they don't have a lot of money. They don't have a lot of draft picks. So
they're running it back.
Kind of running back the same team. And then defense, signed Javon Hargrave for their defensive line.
Yep.
They still have Lucas Van Ness, opposite of probably a top 5 player in the league overall, Micah Parsons.
Yep.
I mean, that guy can, if he just feels like it, he can just
destroy the game. Yeah.
Like there's solely games where Micah Parsons has won the game for the Packers. Like the offense will have done nothing.
Yeah.
And he will just, I'm going to go get 3.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
It was year 1. And we're saying there were games where he won it for the Packers. It's year 1. multiple games where he's winning it for the Packers. That's
One
unreal.
player.
Yep. He
He's
can
so good. I'm happy he's off the Cowboys so I can, like, give him his flowers
you
'cause
can, like, breathe.
I hate yeah, that too.
Dude, like
I hate giving Cowboys players their flowers 'cause I'm such a biased Eagles fan, but, like, man, he is so good,
Yep.
and I hate it.
Yep.
I hated it. I don't mind now.
Yep. And this allows your secondary to be a little bit weaker
Yes,
because
because it is.
yeah, yeah.
Carrington Valentine is not good.
Nah.
Keyshawn Nixon is maybe worse. And Braden Cisse, they drafted him in the second round. I really like that pick for them. I
Yeah.
think he's like I compare him to like a junkyard dog. Like he is scrappy. He's a good zone corner. He needs to work on man coverage, which is why he fell to the second round. But Packers don't run a lot of man, so I think he'll be fine. I think Brandon Cisse is going to be a really good player for them.
Yep.
And then they might have the best safety unit in the entire league
Yeah.
because Xavier
No.
McKinney, you could make a good argument to the best pure safety in the league.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then Evan Williams and Javon Bullard are awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Xavier McKinney, especially the year before the Packers where he, like, led the league in interceptions off the
Yeah.
Giants.
And it was between us and the Packers, and he
It
chose
was
the Packers.
it
I'm
was
like, well, now look at you.
incredible.
But
It was
yeah, no, him in
incredible.
New York. That's another one where I'm like, thank you for leaving the NFC
Yeah.
East 'cause Xavier McKinney
It's just the
is
NFC East
awesome.
forming a super team on defense of
Yep.
the Packers.
Yep. Who
But
can they get next? Go get Scary Terry. Get him out of my
yeah,
division, please.
the reason I like the Packers a
And
lot
CD.
is that you don't have a decisive, like, okay, this unit's better than the other. Like,
Yeah.
I would say the offense and the defense are both pretty elite units.
Mhm.
Like, they're both pretty good.
Yeah.
You could probably lean defense just because of, like, Parsons, like you said, he'll wreck an entire game.
Yep.
And then it takes a lot of pressure off your secondary.
And the
And the
offense,
offense, yeah.
but the offense last year just had such
The
ugly
offense took
spurts.
yeah, they did.
Like, you remember that Browns game? They scored like
Oh
10
my gosh,
points.
bro. The Browns
Or
game.
even the Vikings. Remember we were looking at the Vikings? They
Yeah.
scored 3 points
It
with
just
this offense.
but I'm a firm believer of this, and you might disagree with this. I
Okay.
think Jordan Love, he'll either win you the damn game or he will lose you the game.
Yeah,
I think
I
he's
watched it firsthand the year we went to the Super Bowl. He threw 3 picks in the wild card game.
dude, it's like and that's why it's tough for me to put him top 10. It's like Jordan Love at his peak is a top 10 quarterback.
He's a top 5 quarterback.
But his
Some of the
decision
throws
making
Jordan Love can make
yeah.
when he is, like, on it, I will fully he's
Yeah.
absurd. Like, up there with, like, he's got a rocket arm and he can place it.
It's
Like,
similar to Rodgers. It
it's
really
similar
is
to
similar.
Mahomes.
Yeah, it's
Like,
similar
I
to
was gonna
Mahomes.
go there, but, like, that and I'm saying that's at his peak.
Yep.
So I'm not saying he is Mahomes.
But then you have the decision making of, like, a 4-year-old. It's like sometimes you'll, like, throw it into, like, triple coverage, and you're
Yes.
just praying it works. I'm like, family.
Or, like, there was that one throw against the Bears. I don't remember which game it was, but he just threw it in the end zone, and the guy just
Oh,
dropped.
yeah.
You remember that?
Dude.
I'm like, what was the read? What was the
He just
the
throws it up.
idea? You just throw and luckily the Bears defender
He
dropped
just
it.
bricked it, yeah.
But I'm like, what was the idea there?
Like, I
Like,
remember
was there a
watching that play.
miscommunicate? Because no receiver was in the area.
I remember watching that play, and I was like, dude, that was a bad play, and it was even worse for the defense because they just dropped the pick. It's like
You just dropped the free pass.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you could have
like
maybe ran that another 40 yards.
Yeah, you
and
could have,
set
yeah.
your offense up for like a field goal at
Yep.
least. But nope.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna come down to quarterback play.
Yep.
Per usual, if
that's the thing. He can win it. Like if he is on one all year, he can win
he
an
can
MVP.
win an MVP, I agree.
For sure.
Yeah,
He
and
can-
the Packers could be the 1 seed.
Yes. Like
They-
I'm talking like he could throw for like 4,600 yards, 42 touchdowns, 10 picks,
Yep.
and like boom. Here's the MVP.
It's just could we actually look at Jordan Love's stats last season? I wanna see yeah.
He was hurt.
Yep.
Like
was
he
hurt.
only played.
We gotta look at games played.
It's
'Cause
not showing games.
go to game log.
15. Played
Okay.
15 games. So
Perfect.
he missed 2.
Yep. So he misses 2 games.
So he
with-
would have been at about like 3,800 yards.
yeah, close to 4,000.
Yeah,
Probably
close to
like
4,000, close to
26
30.
touchdowns,
Yeah, close to
27
30
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Another pick.
Probably, yeah. Let's say throw another.
But
pick
that's
in there.
still a 4-to-1 touchdown interception ratio.
But look, at
like
his
even with this,
QBR. I know QBR. Now, QBR is not a stat you should use as like a
Yeah.
say all be all,
Yeah, yeah.
but it does do a pretty good job of saying, like, if you had a good year, but do not say, like, "Oh, this guy's
But
QBR is better, so he's better." No,
correct. I think you gotta look at I think QBR is important to look at, but you gotta
for
look at the
sure.
overall picture. You can't just pick one stat and just roll with that. You
Yep.
can't do that with any sport. You gotta be able to get a collective amount of data. But we look here, this is without an X, like a true number 1 wide receiver. These are the numbers he puts
That's
up.
why I wanted them to go out and get AJ Brown
Yeah,
because, like, they need a guy like that.
but if Matthew Golden could take that stride,
I don't I said this when they drafted him, I'm like, "He'll never be a wide receiver 1 in my opinion." He's
he's
just not that built.
yeah, I didn't think I'm not gonna lie, when the Chiefs had Tyreek Hill, I didn't think he was gonna be a wide receiver 1.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? He was a special teams guy.
But
Jalen
that's
Ramsey.
another
Shout
one
out
where
Jalen Ramsey.
yeah, that's another guy that's, like, just an anomaly because he was
Yeah,
drafted, like, the 5th round.
but then he's fast.
Yeah,
You know what Matthew Golden is?
fast.
He's not Tyreek Hill fast, but he's fast.
He's one of those where, like, speed can lie because his 40 time was fast, but then you watch I turned on his game tape and I'm like, "Where's
Yeah,
his 4.28?"
yeah.
I don't see it
It's like he's
on
walking. He's just
yeah.
not trying. Well, he's not walking,
But then
but
you'll
like,
see his deep threat and you're like, "Okay, there it kind of is." But I
yeah.
don't know. He doesn't play as fast as he runs,
I mean,
which it
all 3 of these
happens, but
receivers are fast though. Watson, Reed, and Golden. They're all guys that can
Christian
stretch the
Watson,
field.
yeah. Christian
They're
Watson's probably the best bet to be a wide receiver 1 on
I
that
would
team.
agree.
He's
I would
got the
agree. Yeah.
frame, he's got the build. He just
But then you got Tucker
needs to
Craft
stop being
too.
hurt.
Gosh.
Watson needs to stop being hurt.
Yep.
And needs to have much better consistent hands. All 3 of them need more consistent hands.
Yep.
That's why I can't put them in wide receiver 1 because, like, you think about all these wide receiver 1s in the league
You know, catch.
outside of, like, CeeDee Lamb because he led the league in drops last year.
That's
But
crazy.
A.J. Brown, he can catch the ball. Jamar Chase, he can catch the ball. But even, like, the lower tier wide receiver ones, like Alec Pierce on the Colts, he can catch the ball. Like, to be this wide receiver 1 in the league, you have to catch the ball consistently.
Yep.
And, yeah,
Some dudes can't do it.
I just don't think they do it good enough.
Rookies?
Yeah, shouted out Brandon Cisse.
Yep.
That's really the only
Yeah.
major one they
They didn't have
had.
the first round, did they?
No,
Yeah.
that belonged to the Cowboys. So, oh, forgot to mention their linebacker room. Edgerrin Cooper is a dog.
Dog.
And Zaire Franklin, that got out of free agency, pretty good too. And Isaiah
Dog.
McDuffie's a good backup, but no, Edgerrin Cooper is like top 10.
Yep.
Not even trolling.
Dog.
Oh, and then they got Chris McClellan in the 3rd round. Another just big D tackle in that
Yeah.
room. So
Yep.
yeah, they didn't do a whole lot in the draft, but I do like those signings.
But I don't they really didn't need to do too much. I mean, like, I
No,
like
they
this
didn't.
Packers roster a lot. I just think they gotta it really comes down to quarterback play. If Jordan Love can put it together, this team could be a 1 seed.
Yeah.
They really could be a 1 seed.
No, absolutely they could.
Okay.
Now
First
schedule.
4.
Vikings, Jets, Falcons, Bucks.
I'm gonna be the first to say it. I see a floor of 2-2.
Oh, you see
I
a floor.
could see a 1-3, but
I don't think I can.
I would like a 2-2. I think
Yeah.
floor of 2-2 here. This would be incredible.
I'll say they go. I'll say they go 2-2.
Yep.
I think they lose that Bucks game
I'm not gonna lie. I think they start 2-0,
and then drop 2.
and then no, and then I think they win this one. I
Oh,
think
you
they
think they
win
go
against the
3?
Falcons. I think they go 3-1.
Okay.
But again, I could see a floor of 2-2 ceiling. I could see a 4-0.
I'll stick with my 2-2 because I think that Bucks game is going to be tough.
That Bucks game will be tough.
Because again, you're going into Tampa Bay. I can't stress how horrible it is for a visiting team, especially one that plays in colder weather.
Dude, yeah, the
to go down.
Vikings and the Packers both go back-to-back weeks to Tampa Bay,
It's horrible.
and from cold weather states. So,
Yep.
and then next 4 we got Bears, Cowboys, Lions, and Panthers. This is
Yep.
an interesting stretch.
Yeah, I could see 3-1 here.
There's realistically a floor.
I think they'll beat the Bears. I think they'll beat the Cowboys. I
Yep.
think they'll lose to the Lions, beat the Panthers.
I could see a floor. if I'm being extreme, bro, I could see a floor of 0-4. If
They
you
could
are
lose all
being
4.
extreme, I think 1-4 is a realistic, or 1-3 is a realistic floor here.
Yeah.
Just because the only win being the Cowboys.
But they could lose to the
They
Cowboys.
could lose the Cowboys,
That's
yeah.
prime time.
That's prime
They
time against,
tied the Cowboys 2 years. It was last year, was it?
and
Was it last year
it was
that they
last year.
tied?
It was
Oh,
last year.
wow.
Um,
Okay.
and because Micah Parsons was on the Packers.
Oh, that's right.
But like I look at that game and it kind of is a Micah Parsons game, and I don't want to say that just because he's playing his former team. But what are the Cowboys really good at? Like when you think Cowboys modern day, what are they really good at?
Offense,
Offense. Yes, specifically
running the ball or throwing the
throwing the
ball.
ball. There you
It
go.
is, yeah.
So because I mean, think about it. CeeDee Lamb, Pickens, Ferguson at tight end, Williams at running back, who's a pretty decent receiving back.
Yes.
Um, you got those guys, and Dak Prescott, let's call it what it is. He's a great quarterback at throwing the ball. He can throw the freaking ball if you need someone to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And what do the Packers not have on defense as much as that secondary?
Corner help.
Specifically corner. Yeah, you're right. But that's why I say it's a Micah Parsons kind of game. He needs to be the one to make plays
Like,
because if
even if
he
he-
doesn't,
Even if he wasn't coming from the Cowboys, like you said, like this needs to be his game.
because it'd be similar to the where's the Falcons? Similar to the Falcons
Yep.
type of game if they have a quarter. Again,
Yep.
this is given the Falcons get a good quarterback here, or not get a good quarterback, but like quarterback play. I should say.
Good quarterback play.
But yeah, no, this Cowboys game is going to be very reliant on Parsons.
Yeah.
I think.
For sure.
Yeah.
Next 4. Patriots, Vikings, Rams, Saints. Oh my.
I did not know.
I'll say 3-1.
We're already at 1 loss.
Yeah, I'll say Rams lose. Rams might go 15-2. Let's like keep it a buck.
Dude. My dad's a Rams fan, and like, dude, he sent me this thing this morning. He texted my brother and I, and it was, rumor has it Aaron Donald has been in the Rams facility. I'm like, family, that has to be fake. Because dude, did you see Aaron Donald posted on Instagram? Like he commented on someone's Instagram. It was a picture of Aaron Donald, Myles Garrett, and then it was like Aaron Donald hinting at coming out of retirement, and then Aaron Donald commented on that post on Instagram, the eye emoji, the eye is looking. It just, dude, just stop. Like, just stop. And you got to feel for Jared Verse. You really got to feel for Jared Verse.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, back to the Packers here.
I say 3-1. I say they beat Patriots, Vikings, Saints, and then lose to the Rams.
I would put the floor.
Floor's 1-3. They could lose to the Patriots. They'll lose to the Rams. They could lose a divisional game. I think they'll beat the Saints.
Yeah, the best Saints. 1-3. 1-3 floor, 3-1 ceiling. If they really play, wow, that's a primetime game in LA. Yeah, GG. You're fried, buddy. 2 of the best pass rushers. That'll be a really fun game.
Yeah.
2 of the best pass rushers, 2 elite quarterbacks and offensive units. Very good defenses. Wow. Yeah, I mean that'll be a really fun game. Next 4.
Bills,
okay.
Dolphins, Bears, Texans, Lions. Wow, that's a tough stretch.
That's another potential 1-3.
It's like 1-4 or 2-3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We said
I would say 1-4. I could see it 1-4 here.
Yeah, lose to the Bills, lose to the Bears, lose to the Texans, lose to the Lions.
Yep.
They're not losing to the Dolphins.
No, they're not going to lose to the Dolphins.
Yeah, I will say,
especially when the game matters.
That could be a fun game to watch because that'll be
Jeff
Hafley's return to Green Bay, and he's the one who was coaching the defense. So
I was thinking Malik Willis.
That too.
From last year's.
That too.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be an interesting Week 15 game.
Mm-hmm.
But I say that now.
I don't think we got a snowball's chance in hell.
It'll be like 34-10.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one. They could beat the Bills.
I say they lose to Houston.
Yeah, dude, that defense. We haven't talked about the AFC South yet, but
we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there at some
That'll
point.
be a fun episode.
Packers Bears can go either way. Firm believer of that. Lions Packers.
I think Packers will win that one, but
yeah,
depends on if they're resting starters.
It depends if they're resting starters for me too. Bills, they could win. This Packers unit is geared up to beat the Bills. and they're at home
Screw it. I'll
in
say they do it. I'll go.
bro, they're at home
I know.
in what, December? They're at home in December against the Bills?
Yep. December
Although
13th,
I'm acting like
and
the
it's
Bills
prime
aren't like
time.
a
And it's prime
cold
time.
weather
Hold
team.
on. It's
The
prime
Bills know how
time.
to play in cold
They
weather.
do, but it's prime
The
time.
Dolphins are actually fried. Hot weather team in Green Bay in December. You're fried, buddy.
Chalk it. Chalk it. Chalk it.
Dude, you could even say you could see the Texans losing that too in
I
Green
could.
Bay.
I just don't think they will.
Yeah. I mean, that game's a toss up for me. I think a ceiling of 4-1. I'm gonna say it. I could
Yeah.
see it.
All right. Overall record prediction. I'm gonna go like 12-5.
I'm gonna go 12-5, yeah.
Yeah.
Or 11. I'll say 11-6 so that we're different. But
Okay. Yeah. 12-5.
that
This team's gonna be good.
screw it. I'm gonna go 13-4.
Wow.
Let's
He
go.
went over. Wow.
I might as well, bro. Listen, they could sneak
This
in.
kid's drunk.
Question back, baby. All right, I'm
No,
sorry.
now
I'm
he
sorry.
is.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Cut the show.
All right. But yeah, 13-4 for the Packers. I like it.
Yep. All right. Now to their biggest rival, Chi-Town Bears.
Let's do it.
Or should I say the Indiana Bears?
Like, why are they doing that? Like,
Money.
what are they doing?
Money.
Yeah, acting like the Bears organization isn't going to thrive under Caleb Williams. They
Now-
just needed something to cheer for.
Now, I'm a huge Eagles fan. Bears are my second favorite team because all
Wow.
of my dad's side of the family is Bears fans.
I did not know that.
Yes. Oh,
That's
I'm
new Nate lore.
a huge Bears guy over here.
That's crazy.
I won't put myself in the fan bucket, but if I were to like if the Eagles were to just cease to exist, I'd be a Bears fan for
So
sure.
who won the trade, Panthers or Bears?
So who won the trade? Bears by a mile. Not even close. I've told this to Jaron to his face.
Yeah.
That was one of the worst trades in NFL history.
Jaron doesn't believe it though.
That's fine. Well, he has to not believe it because he's a fan of that team.
Yeah.
So I respect that's passion.
Yeah, that is
but
passion.
No, I mean Caleb Williams, probably one of the hottest quarterbacks in the world,
Some of the throws he can make.
play wise. Not
All right, dude.
yeah, some of the throw and he's only 24.
Ball. Dude, some of the throws, not his rookie year. His rookie year was kind of it was a letdown. I'm not gonna lie, but again, he's a rookie quarterback coming into a Bears offense that wasn't uber talented. Now they're getting some pieces together. Caleb Williams last year, dude, some of those throws were incredible. Some of the greatest throws I've ever seen. I'll say it. Some of the
that
greatest
Rams
throws I've
playoff
seen.
game.
Dude,
Oh my!
he was out there hooping.
No, he's already the best quarterback in Bears history. Not even talent wise.
Walter Payton, but
Okay, so
he played quarterback. You remember that? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Dude, Walter Payton is the GOAT at quarterback for the Bears.
Walter Payton's the greatest Bear ever. That'll never change. That is
Yeah.
my grandpa's favorite player.
I think he's my favorite running back ever. I love
Oh,
Walter
for sure.
Payton.
He's 100% my favorite.
I love Walter Payton so much, especially in Madden. Good grief.
I know.
Dude's a
I
hooper.
always try to get Walter Payton.
You gotta
cards
get
'cause
Walter Payton.
They're so fun.
So good.
But no. and
Current
then
day Bears.
DeAndre Swift, Kyle Minogue is a great running back duo.
Yep.
Lost DJ Moore in a trade with the Bills,
Yep.
but you're hoping that Luther Burden could really, really break out. 'Cause
Yep.
I think he can.
I think he can.
Roma Dunze, you hope can really break out, which I think he can.
Right.
I mean,
Him and Caleb had a good
and
connection
then
last year.
talk
though.
about probably already might be a top 5 tight end,
Yeah.
Colston Loveland.
Yep.
That kid has got it. And if you ask any Bears fan the day after the draft, they hated the pick because they wanted Tyler Warren.
And
you
you
ask
have-
them now,
They're both great tight ends, though.
they are.
They were
No,
both
Tyler Warren,
great.
you couldn't have gone wrong with either
No.
tight end. But
They and they still have Komet.
yep, Cole
Backing
Kmet's
him up.
backup.
I mean, dude, that's not even a crazy backup.
It's not.
He was good for them.
They're looking to trade him just because of how valuable
He is valuable.
because
Yeah.
you can get good picks for him.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should. I think you should keep this unit as good as it can be.
Yep. Offensive line.
Offensive line lost Drew Dahlman at center to
I'm not
retirement,
gonna lie.
and he was pretty good. But got Garrett Bradbury, Joe Tooney's probably the greatest guard in the
Yeah.
modern day.
Oh yeah. Chiefs guard.
Darnell Wright's an
Former
all-pro
Chiefs
at
guard.
right tackle, already so young. Jonah Jackson's cool.
I just
Garrett
don't.
Bradbury's cool. And then Ozzie Trapillo's a second-year left tackle with
Yeah.
no starting experience.
there was the
So
whole debate when it was the Caleb Williams draft class. I guess it really wasn't a debate because they were always gonna go Caleb Williams. But there was, like, talks about, like, "Oh, you can go Caleb Williams, but who's gonna block for him?" And it's kinda like, you see that happen for the Bears, like, their offensive line is definitely, like, the weaker part of that
yes,
offensive unit.
for sure.
Um, but I don't think it's as big of a problem as what a lot of people were making it out to seem. They're, like, acting like there was just nobody there. And
Yep.
but you do have a good point. They trade for Joe Tooney, but probably one of the best guards in the league still. Um,
He's just a winner.
yeah,
He does winning football. Like, you can
yeah.
see it on his
He
resume. He's a four-time Super Bowl champion.
Yep. Patriots and Chiefs, yeah?
And, yep, the 3 Chiefs years. He was on the
Good
Chiefs for all 3
grief.
years. Or maybe it was 2-2. I don't know, but he's a four-time champ.
Yeah, he's gonna go down as one of the best guards ever just purely off Super Bowls.
Purely off accolades.
Yeah.
But then even you look at they were offensive line of the year this year,
Yep.
I think. Yeah. Or maybe he was like offensive lineman of the year. I don't know. But
Who, Tooney?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's just yeah. It was a great trade.
Yep.
And then defense.
Yep.
Now, stats, if you ask Bears fans about Montez Sweat, they'll say stats lie, and he's actually not great. But he does I think he had like 8 sacks last year. Yeah, he had
I
10. He had 10 sacks last year. But if you ask, everyone's like, Montez Sweat's horrible
That's what I've
because
heard.
he doesn't defend the run
I remembered
ever.
when he was on the Commanders, it was him and Chase Young. They were quite the duo out there
Yep.
for a good bit of time, and then Chase Young took a step back for whatever
And
reason.
they traded him to the
Saints?
Niners.
Niners?
And then he went
Oh,
to
and
the
then he went to
Saints.
the Saints.
Yep.
And Montez Sweat went to the Bears. I actually like that trade for the Bears because
He's been great for them.
I think he's good. I don't think he's like gonna
he's not a
hold you
great run
back.
defender.
Yeah, he's not
But-
gonna. But he's not gonna be a guy that holds you back.
But that's why you have these D tackles, Javon Dexter,
Yep.
Shamar Turner, Neville Gallimore, Grady Jarrett.
Good grief.
Because, well, Grady Jarrett, the name value's there, but he's
Yep.
lost a step. So I
Yep.
think they'll probably start Shamar Turner there. But Javon Dexter's awesome. He's a really good run defender. He's got good pass rush moves. And then Deo Ohingbo. How much are you on Twitter?
I don't know who that is. I'm not gonna lie.
So there's a Bears fan account
Yeah.
who said, this is when Max Crosby was in the rumors of getting traded somewhere, and the
Yeah.
Bears were in there.
Yeah.
And then Max Crosby gets traded to the Ravens, and he goes, we don't even need Max Crosby. We have a motivated Deo Ohingbo. And it caught fire to the point where they made a Madden card called Motivated Deo
Really?
Ohingbo.
They made a Madden card.
The NFL has mentioned it so many times. I think that was like in their bio. The NFL's official bio said feeling motivated
Like on Twitter,
on Twitter.
bro.
No, it went like platinum. Everyone's like,
I love the NFL.
and like everyone's using it for their own teams. Like I've seen Eagles fans like, we don't need Max Crosby. We have a motivated Jalen
I
Hunt.
did not see any of that.
Dude, no. That'll be a fun little search on Twitter if you
No,
have
that's
time,
fire.
No. So a motivated Deo Ohingbo
Yep.
at right defensive end. I
There
mean,
you
that's
go.
just a recipe for success.
Yep.
But then memeing aside, Austin Booker I think could be a really good developmental. He's been developing in that system for like a year or
Yep.
two now, but
You know,
he could be good.
my favorite part about the Bears defense is gotta be corner. I'm a big fan of Jalen Johnson.
Let's get to it.
I like Jalen Johnson.
Yep.
And they signed Kobe Bryant.
He'll play safety
Okay. But either way,
because
Kobe Bryant,
they still like Tyreek Stevenson, even though he single-handedly lost them a game.
Kobe Bryant, he won the Super Bowl last year with the
Yes.
Seahawks. So
Signed a 3-year deal with the Bears.
yep. This Bears teams is built from winners, I would say.
Yep.
You got a lot of players on this team that are just winners.
TJ Edwards at linebacker, he won a Super Bowl with the
Yep.
Eagles 2017. Devin Bush, I mean, he's not necessarily a winner, but he's been a really good player in the last 2 years.
Yep.
And then I'll mention Kyler Gordon at nickel.
Yep.
And I think he's a really good nickel. He's like right up there with like Cooper DeJean in my opinion of
Yep.
like how he can impact the game at nickel. But then I can go right into our draft picks for their strong safety.
Yeah.
First round pick, Dylan Thieneman.
Love it.
Love that pick.
That because I
That's
remember
like
you
one of
wanted
the
him.
steals of the draft. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
would have been fine with him at 21.
Yeah,
I still, in my opinion, I still think that should have been the pick. But I love Mackay.
I think No, yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lights out safety for them.
for sure.
He
Kobe Bryant's only gonna help him
Yeah,
too.
oh,
That's
yeah. You
awesome.
you already got an elite secondary around you, and now you're gonna throw him in there.
Yep,
Throw him to the wolves, man. Let him go out and play.
do it
Like,
because he'll do it.
it no, I really like this Bears team. And the problem is with this division, we touched on this. It's it's so sad to think that 1, 2, maybe even 3 of these teams won't make the playoffs, which is, like, insane. Like,
I think at least 2 of these teams won't make the playoffs.
exactly. All of them are incredible, though.
Yep.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And then second round pick, they got Logan Jones
Yep,
from Iowa. Darren was pretty happy about that pick.
4 clones.
He knows ball.
Chalk the Hawks.
Third round pick was kind of a head scratcher for me. It was Xavier Thomas out of LSU. He's a wide receiver, but barely played. But the reason they drafted him is to be a kick returner, and he's shown ability to do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think drafting a kick returner in the third round is a little rich, but
Devin Hester, number 2.
I
Bears
mean Devin
legend.
Hester, yeah, is
No, no, what I was gonna say when you brought up the Hawks thing,
yeah.
so the Hawks, the Kinnick Stadium, the Iowa Hawkeye Stadium, was
Oh, that's right.
host for the Savannah Bananas baseball game. And now, what I will say, I have my complaints, but I'm not gonna get into that on the podcast. Um, I'll actually have to tell you that after the show, but it
Okay.
was crazy. Um, they sold out 2 straight games when it was baseball there. They don't sell out too often when it's Iowa football there. That's all I'm gonna say, and that's all I'm gonna say. They sold
So
out for
so
baseball
so here's the
memeing.
thing then. The fans are there. The
Oh, they're there.
product is not on the
There it is.
product is not
And
worth
there it
watching.
is.
No, the product is not worth paying for. I
Yep.
see the vision.
Yep.
Okay. I see the vision.
Yep. Sold out against the Cyclones because
Speaking
we
of
wanna
seeing the
go.
vision,
There it is. Clones 3 years in a row, baby. Woo! Alright.
we going this year?
Is it Kinnick?
Kinnick?
We'll have to talk. I think
All right,
you,
we'll
me, and
talk.
Jaren got some talking to do.
Yeah. All right. First 4. Panthers, Vikings, Philly, Jets.
1 and 3. No, I'm kidding.
Could.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll say 3-1. They lose to us.
I'd say floor 2 and 2, ceiling. I could see a 4-0.
They go for it.
I could see
For
it.
sure.
I could see a 4-0.
They can beat us. They beat us last year. They beat the brakes off us last year. But
Yep.
we're a different team this year.
I don't know why I was
won't talk
thinking
about this
Vikings
anymore.
against.
I'm sorry, guys.
Like I saw the Vikings and I was like, oh, it's Vikings versus Eagles. That'll be a wash. So that's why I said 1 and 3. But no, I'd say floor of 2 and 2.
Yep.
Ceiling of.
I think
You could have a floor of 1 and 3.
I think
here,
they'll
though.
win the home. Bears are like historically. I should say historically. Last 5 years, really good at the opener, except for last year. But they upset the Niners the year they went to the Super Bowl week 1. Like, and they were competitive with the Bears, with the Vikings, and they're a better team this year. And I don't know.
Eagles will be a good game. Jets is a wash.
Yeah, that's prime time too. I think
Yeah.
that's Monday Night Football.
Mhm.
I'm
And then
trying
we
to go to that game with Tyson.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
he's a Bears fan. So
Nice.
shout out.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's got school, so it'll be tough.
That's
I
a
might
tough
just go to
shout.
it by myself. That might be one of the first like solo adventures that I do. But
Nate, come on,
dude,
dude.
it's a good like. Dude, think about it.
You gotta have some Bears fan that
Soldier
wants to
Fier's
go to
in
the
the
game.
Well, I know. It's just like I would ask my family. It's just like that's a long drive.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're
I'll
Brody.
talk. I'll talk. But I want to try to go.
So
But
okay.
like, Soldier Field's not going to be around like playing games forever. That's
Right.
kind of why I want to go.
Yeah,
but
that is an iconic field right there.
I've never been. So
I'll
I'll stick to it. 3-1. They lose to us.
I'm gonna go 3-1 too, but I like doing the ceiling and the floor.
So
thing,
2-2, 4-0.
Yeah.
I could totally see a 4-0.
Yeah.
Packers, Falcons, Patriots, Seahawks. Wow. I could see 0-4.
I could not. I could see a 1 and 3.
You think they for sure beat?
I think they'll beat the
one of
Patriots
those
or the Falcons.
Yeah. Okay. I could see 0-4.
Yeah.
I think they could.
Mhm.
Bijan could tear that team up.
Bijan
could tear that team up.
Yeah. I'm just not confident
Drake
in that
London
Falcons defense.
that would be like Bijan has 220 scrimmage
Yeah.
yards.
But I could
and
also
2
see them beating the
touchdowns.
Packers. Like I think they win one of the Packers,
fair.
Falcons, or Patriots.
That's fair.
I think they're cooked against the Seahawks. Not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
maybe not.
Seahawks will probably go like 14-3. Rams go 15-2. They lose one to each
Niners
other.
are 1-16 in the
Yeah,
no.
Niners are about to be like ten and
That division is
seven.
hell too.
Cardinals gonna be like two
Dude,
and 15.
stop. Stop.
Arch Manning, welcome home.
True.
Anyways,
Carson Beck.
wow. Okay.
Okay.
I'll
Or
say I'll stick to my gut. I'll say Flores 0-4. I'll say 3-1 is the ceiling. They could beat the Packers. They could beat the
I
Falcons. They
could
could beat the
see
Patriots. They
a
could.
3-1.
They'll probably lose to the Seahawks.
Yeah,
But
I'd say a 3-1 ceiling as well.
the
1-3
the
Florida.
worst NFL game I ever watched in my entire life was Black Friday 2 years ago. Bears. You remember this game?
Yeah.
Bears Seahawks. Worst game I've ever watched in my entire life, and I will stand on that.
Yeah, I think I could think of like 2 more that were horrible, but
Because I was watching it with my family. Because I was like, well, football's on. I have to kind of stick to my guns and watch it.
yeah.
Or else, what am I? I'm just
Uh
not an actual football
I would
fan.
say
But
Super Bowl 53 is my least favorite game I've ever
I
watched.
didn't watch that one, so I don't know what I
It's a
was
really good
doing.
shout.
But
It was like 3
kind
to
of happy I
13
did.
or something. Like it would, and it's not like I don't like defensive games because like Ravens Chiefs, the AFC Championship year, that was a defensive
Yeah.
game. I thought it was a good game, but that Super Bowl was
No,
like
like
3-13 off of bad offense. It wasn't good defense. Like or
Lion,
okay, it was good defense.
Lions Eagles this year was like 13-10, but like it was a really good defensive game
Yeah,
because we just kept stopping them and they'd stop us. And I'm
yeah.
like, this is a good like defenses are looking good right now. It's not poor offense. It's good defense.
I think that Super Bowl was a mixture of because like the Rams had like the Todd
It was
Gurley,
the
the
greatest show on turf part
part
2.
two.
Like
Yep.
that's what everyone was calling it.
Yep.
And then you put up 3 points in the Super Bowl, knock it off.
And it was good defense by the Pats. I'm not going to say it's not, but it was
Oh yeah,
really
no.
sloppy offense. It was
Do you know
really
do you know
sloppy.
that was Brian Flores' first game calling plays in his life? And he did that.
He played lights out siege. Wow, that's
Get
incredible.
that kid on the stack. All right, next 4. Bucks, Saints, Lions, Jags. I think it's the first time we've seen Jags on the
Yeah,
shout out. I
they're a
guess
rare team, man.
they are.
They play both Florida teams here. Neither in Florida though.
That's good.
They got 3 home games here. I'll say ceiling up. I could see a 4-0.
4-0 easy.
I could see a 4-0.
I think they'll go 3. I think they'll go 3-1. They'll lose to the Lions, but
Yep. I think the floor 2-2.
okay.
They split one of the games with Florida, beat the Saints or lose or beat the Saints. Oh no, 3-1.
I'll say Florida's 3-1.
Wow, Florida's 3-1. That is
Ceilings,
incredible.
I know. I think they will go 3-1 in this
Because
stretch.
they could split, even if they just split one of the.
Or they could
No,
sweep
it could
the
be
Lions
2
and
and
lose
2.
the
It could be
Bucks.
2 and 2.
Or they
though,
could
'cause
lose
Lions.
they could lose the Jags too. Like I think they will go 3-1.
Nah, I'll
in
do
this
3-1.
stretch.
Yeah, I'll do. But if we're doing floors, I'll say 2-2.
Okay, that's
If
fair.
we're
That's
saying
fair.
floor, like I could see it
I
2
think
and
the
2.
floor is 3-1. I think they only drop one game
I
there.
think
Like
I
that
think
could be
the
a bold
most.
take. That could be a hot take.
I think the realistic circumstance here is the 3-1.
And it's 3 home games.
Yeah,
That's the other
it is
reason
3
that I'm
home
kind
games.
of
Yep.
leaning 3-1.
Yep.
Last 5: Dolphins, Bills, Packers, Lions, Vikings. Wow,
little
what
tough.
a last dude! 3 straight divisional games to end the year.
Yep. They'll beat Dolphins, be resting starters against the Vikings.
Dog.
That's already 2 wins.
Yep.
Actually, not 2 wins. Their backups might lose to the Vikings.
I'm gonna guess 3-2. They could go 2-3. I don't think they'll go 1-4.
Nah,
They'll at least win 2 out of these 5.
yeah, I think Florida 2 and 3.
Flores 2-3. Ceiling is ceiling
You could say
5-0.
nope. I think 4-1.
They could do it.
I think they're going to lose either Bills
You're
or
right.
Packers.
I might be being biased.
I think they're
Because
going to lose to one of
I'm
those
not.
two.
I'm not anticipating the 3 divisional games. I'll fine. I'll go 4-1. You're right. I'll go 4-1.
5-0. So
5-0.
overall record,
I'm gonna go 11-6.
11-6.
I think they'll be second place to the Packers, or maybe third.
I just really like this team.
I know it's just really good division, and you have really bad outer division games.
Yeah, you do. You do. They don't play the Rams though, do they?
Nope.
That's a good
They
shout.
dodged the Rams.
I'll say 12-5. Or yeah, 12-5.
Okay.
I'll say 12-5.
God, this division's so good.
I know they're so good.
Vikings are gonna be a last place team going 9-8. Can you believe that?
Oh, if the Vikings
Well,
were in an
assuming we don't
easier
get this
division,
team.
if the Vikings were in an easier division, bro, they could be a playoff team. Not
No,
trolling. If it depends on Kyler
no, no,
Murray.
no. Put the Vikings in the AFC South, they win the division.
That freaking poverty division. All right. Last but I don't think least,
No, not least,
Detroit Lions.
because this team is going to be good.
They got
Spoiler.
revenge.
And
Revenge.
the only reason I say that confidently is because the Lions have the easiest schedule in the league next year, and
True.
that helps because look at the Patriots last year, and this team is like twice as talented as the Patriots team.
Yep.
Not even trolling.
All right, let's go down the list here, Nate.
Jared Goff, probably one of the most consistent quarterbacks year in year out you can ask for.
When he was on the Rams, that man was a train wreck.
Yep, but then once he gets the Lions, you know what you're getting. You're getting 4,000 plus yards, 30 plus touchdowns, and less than 12 picks.
And he's healthy.
And he's healthy.
Like you can't ask for more.
Has he thrown for? He's not thrown for more than 12 picks.
Look at all of these years. Other than year one with the Lions, these are lights out.
He's about to have more years as a Lion than a Ram next year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow, he's already been in the league 10 years. That's crazy.
I know.
I feel old now. I remember when he got drafted.
39,000 passing yards, 256 touchdowns.
Yeah, 2.5 touchdown to interception ratio. 2.5 to 1, I should say.
Yeah.
Like that's.
But even look at that Super Bowl year. That was the Super Bowl year.
Yep.
4,700 passing yards.
Yeah, but that was greatest show on turf. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he like had a big slump the last year with the Rams, right? Yeah, 20 touchdowns, 13
20,
picks.
13. Yeah. And then they shipped him off.
He always
wasn't
with picks.
Wasn't great with Detroit his first year, and then really, once they got Dan Campbell,
like if you're gonna throw 12 picks, you gotta throw 37 touchdowns, bro. You gotta like make up with it.
He's been lights out. But then he kept the touchdowns and dropped the pick.
Yep. And so he's just getting better.
Uh-huh.
That's what you like to see.
He plays. Look at no injuries except he missed 3 games for the first year. So,
Jared Goff, you know what you're getting. You're getting your top 10-ish quarterback, top 15-ish quarterback.
It's just I think for me personally, it's hard for me to imagine Jared Goff leading a team to winning a Super Bowl.
It is. Yeah. I know what you mean.
He can do it because Sam Darnold did it, and after the Jets, Sam Darnold, I saw. If you would have told me in 5 years this guy's winning a Super Bowl MVP, I would have probably
not a Super Bowl MVP.
Okay,
Super Bowl.
Winning a Super Bowl.
Kenneth Walker.
Right. How can I forget? He was on my fantasy team.
The GOAT.
Speaking of the GOAT, Jahmyr Gibbs is probably
top 2.
One of the scariest people to watch go against because, like I alluded to earlier, that Lions-Eagles game, the good defensive game, Jahmyr Gibbs scared me.
Yep.
Like physically, like
similar to Micah Parsons,
because this guy would catch a running back screen and just like he'd be 20 yards downfield, and I'd be like, oh. And then I'd have to watch Quinyon Mitchell try to tackle him, and I'd get a heart attack.
He's like the complete opposite, like position-wise, as Micah Parsons, but they both strike the same fear into your heart when you play against them.
He is the most electric player in the league, and
facts.
I will stand on that.
Facts.
I will stand on the table for that.
And they got JMO. They got weapons.
Riley. In 50 games, this guy has 5,000 scrimmage yards and 50 touchdowns.
He scored in every game.
He
has 100 yards in
on
every
average.
game.
He has 49 games played. He has 49 touchdowns.
So he has 100
on average.
Yards.
He scored on it. He gets 100 yards and scores every game. He averages 100 scrimmage yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, he's got it, man.
No, he's the most, and he's 24.
Yeah, he's got it, bro.
he's the most electric player in the league. By far.
That's insane. Hopefully he leaves when Derrick Henry retires, and then we can
ball. Yeah, you want to pay him $30 million a year?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I do.
That's fine.
Damn right I do. Are you kidding me? Dude, he's a guaranteed 100 scrimmage yards with a touchdown every single game.
Yeah.
On average.
Yeah.
That's like insane.
He's insane. He's insane.
So he's got it, man.
And then you replace David Montgomery with Isaiah Pacheco, whatever. That's fine.
I don't hate it. It's cool.
And then another electric player,
St.
Brown.
Yep.
This kid's got it.
Top 10.
He's a 4th round pick too.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy. That 2021 draft class just did wonders for this Lions team. And,
Yeah.
like, they're another team where I'm like, I'm happy they're successful now. But it got a little overboard the year they went to the NFC Championship because some of those Lions fans were like,
Yeah, some of them.
were like, "We're gonna be here to stay," and I'm like, "Calm down,
Dude,
because look what
what was
happened
that
this year."
lead? What was that lead they had? We gotta look that up. Look that up. That NFC Championship game against the Niners. I remember watching it. I'm like, wow, the Lions are gonna go to the Super Bowl. I think it was 31-7 at one point. I think, and they blew it. And then the Niners proceeded to lose to the Chiefs. And I'm not gonna lie, I think the Lions
They blew a 17-point halftime lead.
oh,
I don't know.
blowing
They blew a 17-point lead.
24-7. We'll call it.
Sure.
Sure. It was 24-7. Let's say at half, and you blow that like
That's gotta hurt.
24-7, bro, at half. Granted, they're not at
It
home.
actually was 24-7.
Let's go.
And then they allowed 17 points in the 3rd quarter.
How many points did they score?
24.
No, in the third.
Oh, 17.
How many did the Lions score?
0.
There it is. You have one of the best running back at that time, probably the best running back in the league. Him or McCaffrey in that game.
Gibbs had 45 rushing yards that game.
Yep.
The entire NFC Championship.
So, but receiving yards too. Did he get the ball?
11.
Off? Yep. So we got to dissect our problems here, gentlemen.
Meanwhile, Christian McCaffrey had 132 and 2 touchdowns.
And they were losing.
Yep.
They were losing, and they still
Fred
got
Warner had
McCaffrey the ball.
13 tackles. Nick Bosa had 2 sacks.
Because when you have a player like that on your team, you don't look away from them. How many catches did Amon-Ra St. Brown have?
7.
How many yards?
87.
Okay. I mean, I'll take that.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
Sam Laporte had 9 catches, 97 yards.
Yeah,
But
he was a good tight end.
No. Here's the problem. J-Mo, 2 catches, 25 yards. What's going on?
Yeah.
And Jahmyr Gibbs lost a fumble.
Oh, wow. He was trolling. Well, never mind. Chalk what I said. But
Yep. Jameson Williams, though.
Jameson Williams.
Really, really good second wide receiver.
Yes.
For sure.
Especially in an offense like that that's already like fast. And you got Amon-Ra St. Brown.
65 catches, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns.
65 catches, 1,100 yards.
That's great.
What's that catch average, bro? I gotta look that up.
No, it has it right here. Oh, yeah, right here.
17.2 yards on average per catch. Good grief.
And then Sam Laporta, when healthy, is one of the best tight ends in the league. He just been dealing with
I
injuries.
used to say that, but then the last 2 years
He's
or
been
so,
dealing with a lot of injuries.
Yeah,
if he stays healthy this year.
But it's important. It's important in the game of football. Like if
Especially
Jahmyr was
tight
hurt
end.
all the time, I wouldn't have him as a top 5 running.
That's fair.
Like
Fair.
it's the same thing here. Like he was a top 5 tight end, undoubtedly. He was a top 3 tight end that one year.
Yeah.
Like he was up there with Kittle, Kelsey, and then there was that argument between like Laporta and might have been Hawkinson. Someone? Am I blanking on a tight end? Because I don't think Bowers was in the league at this time.
No.
But yeah, no, Sam Laporta, when healthy, is I'll say a top 10 tight end.
Yeah.
I'll give him that right now. But
for sure. And then they probably have, in my opinion, the best lineman in the entire league in Penei Sewell. Unless I'm majorly blanking on someone.
I like Joe Alt, but I like
take
Penei Sewell. Yeah, that's fine.
Penei Sewell is otherworldly.
Yep.
I mean, he's insane. Man, I really wish the Eagles would have just stayed at their pick and just drafted him.
Yep. Imagine. Get Saquon and Jalen Hurts by that line.
Because if the Bengals would have taken Penei Sewell, Jamar Chase falls into our lap. That's why we traded out of 6 because we were either going to take Kyle Pitts or Jamar Chase at that 6th overall pick.
You guys would have gotten Jamar Chase?
Yeah. If the Bengals would have went lineman.
If they would have went what they should have.
Yeah, if everyone was telling them to go Penei Sewell, if they would have went in hindsight now, it's a great pick. They picked Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
But if they would have done it, Jamar Chase would have been in Philly. Bro, I had everyone was doing jersey swaps of Jamar Chase in Eagles uniform, and I'm like, oh my god,
it
it's
looks
actually
so
gonna happen.
good.
It'll happen one day, don't worry.
Probably.
Christian Mahogany, pretty good guard for them. Tate Ratledge, another good guard.
Yep.
And then Blake Miller, first round pick
Yeah.
this year. I kind of tie that in a little bit to the roster.
Mhm.
Not the tackle I would have went with, in my opinion,
Yeah.
but I was never the highest on Blake Miller,
I
but
don't hate it though.
he
I
was a
think
potential Eagles target, so I know enough about him to
yeah.
where he'll be a good player if
Yep.
he just falls on the ground too much, in my opinion, like more than a tackle should. Like it's alarming. I'm like, how
Mhm.
are you on the ground this much?
Yeah.
But really, really good at everything you want in a lineman. So
Right.
I can't hate it.
Yep.
No, that offense is going to be great. It just comes down to consistency with them.
Yep.
And it also comes down to this defense.
It's really gonna come down to this defense.
Because Aiden Hutchinson, dog. Aleem McNeil, dog.
Dog.
Levi Onwuzurike's cool. DJ Wanham's cool. They drafted Derek Moore in the second round,
Good.
which they traded up for him. I think it was a little bit of egregious trade up.
Yep.
But that's the thing with the Lions is they do all these draft stuff where it's like, okay, that was a little much, but then they turn out great.
Yeah.
Like
no.
look at the year they got Jahmyr Gibbs. Everyone's like, whoa, Gibbs this early?
Yeah.
No, it's a bad pick. And then 7 picks later, whoa, Jack Campbell this
Yep.
early? Bad pick. Look where they're both at now.
Yep.
So they must know something. Derek Barnes is cool. And speaking of Jack
And
Campbell,
I'm like a big hater on drafting running backs super early, just because I don't know, man. They just the value of them, they're super replaceable. There's so many
yes,
talented running backs, but then like guys like Jahmyr Gibbs
that's
hits,
that's the
Bijan
thing.
Robinson
There's
hits.
there's echelons
Yeah.
of running backs where yes, anything under the anything under the extraordinary, yes, you can replace.
Yep.
Like I tell you a guy. Now this is no credit to the discredit to the running backs I'm about to say, but I think there's definitely a level that they haven't hit. Josh Jacobs, Kyron Williams, like those guys like that, like you can replace them.
Yep.
Like they're good players, but you can replace them.
Yep.
Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, you
Saquon
can't replace
Barkley.
Saquon Barkley. I'll even say Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
But then even the guys that are younger, Jeremiah Love,
Yeah.
Ashton Genty, have shown the ability that they can be this
Yeah.
game breaking. That's why they go so high in the draft
There's also
because they're more than extraordinary.
the only reason I pause on Derrick Henry, and as a Ravens fan, it's the lack of it's the center analogy we brought up from the NBA. He can't catch the ball. Like I'm gonna call
That's
a spade
fair.
a spade. He cannot catch the ball.
That's fair.
But
I think his running ability
correct. The upside you get
outweighs
with
it.
yes,
which
the
is-
upside you get with
yeah.
Derrick Henry is obviously he's a 6'3", 200 some
And
pound.
he runs like a 4.4.
He runs a 4.4.
Or like something
So-
maybe even faster. Like I can't. I don't know how he runs that fast.
I love that. I love having Derrick Henry on my team. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't love having Derrick Henry. I prayed for time like this. I did. I used to pray for times like this.
Yep. All those Justice Hill days.
Ever since the 2019
With Keaton Mitchell.
dude, Keaton Mitchell was a dog. Oh my gosh. Do you remember his rookie year? Are you kidding me? He would
was
like just take the
awesome.
ball and just run. He'd be out of there.
He was Jahmyr Gibbs
Before
we had
Jahmyr
Jahmyr
Gibbs,
Gibbs. Yeah.
But the thing I didn't like with Derrick Henry, like this last year, was the fact he couldn't catch the ball, the fumbles. So if you're gonna be a dominant running back like Derrick Henry, you can't fumble the ball because then you're losing out on the receiving aspect and the rushing aspect. You're losing out on both. So
Yeah.
But no, I would agree with you. I think like a Saquon
like
Barkley,
Christian
Robinson,
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
Like these guys
Jahmyr
break the game,
Gibbs.
but anyone else that's under that, you can replace.
You realistically could.
You can't.
And it sucks to say that.
No, it does. Like
But
Chuba
it's-
Hubbard, you can replace.
Yep.
Travis Etienne, you can replace, or A-Chain, I
Dude,
should say,
he
you
was
can
good,
replace.
man.
Devon A-Chain, you can't.
You
No,
can't
that's
replace
another
him.
one that's
Yep.
like, holy. Anyways, I'm sorry. Back to the Lions. Secondary, DJ Reed, pretty good.
Yep.
Keith Abney, they drafted in the 5th round this year, and it looks like he's a protected starter. Don't know
Lost
how much I
Arnold.
like that.
Lost Terrion
because
Arnold.
You lost Terrion Arnold.
There it is.
Because he's
a
facing
crash out.
life in prison.
Yep.
So, not ideal.
Stay off the weed. It wasn't even weed,
And
but
he was kidnapping people.
yep. It was he's insane.
And then probably one of the best safety duos in the league, Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph.
Love it.
I don't like Kirby Joseph. but
Well, nobody
sorry.
likes Kirby Joseph,
Brian
but
Branch is cool.
they're good football players. Nobody likes Kirby Joseph.
Kirby's just a little.
He's a crash out.
He's a little dirty, in my
Very dirty, not a little.
opinion.
He might be the most dirty player in the league. He's
Yeah.
up there.
But then he'll deny it.
Yeah.
But then Lions fans love him. Which I mean, like, if you're gonna embrace
He's
a
a good
player or
player.
whatever, he is.
He's a good player,
he's an
but he is a
all-pro.
dirty
He's a
player.
dirty player.
That's undeniable. So
I think Lions fans have just accepted it now. Like
Yeah.
they used to, like the first year he started doing it, like they're like no, you guys are just hating because we're good. And now it's kind of like, all right, yeah, he is, but we just have to
he
embrace
is a
it.
dirty player. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, don't like the corner room.
No,
It's cool, but I don't like it.
I like DJ
The
Reed.
safeties will make up for it for sure.
I like DJ Reed. I think he's a solid number 2.
Yeah.
Corner. I wouldn't put him up there as like
You need like a
starting your
dog.
Justin Jefferson. Like that's what they were hoping Arnold would be, but
Yeah.
he's a crash out. So
Yep.
Yeah. Rookies?
Kind of hit on them a little bit. Blake
Yeah.
Miller, Derek Moore.
Yep.
Was kind of their main two.
Yep.
I don't know if they have a third round pick.
They have a
If
good
do, I
kicker.
forget.
Jack Fox. Is it so Jack Fox?
Jake
or no?
Bates.
Jake Bates.
Jack Fox, their punter. But he is a good punter.
Get off my team. Great punter.
Yeah.
Jack Fox. I thought he was a kicker. I'm not gonna lie.
Jake Bates.
Jake Bates. He is a good kicker though. No?
Not really.
Never mind.
Not really.
Never mind, bro. I just don't know the lines, I guess.
80% from field goal percent. That's not
You don't like to
right.
see that. That
No,
was
you-
what, 34th? There's 32 teams, Nate. So
but
it's not
they
even
don't- but
possible.
No. So they if a kicker took one
yeah,
field goal,
yeah,
like
yeah.
they'll count
But
that.
I don't care. He's 34th in the league.
He's the 34th.
Are you kidding me?
There are unemployed people that are better than this guy.
Yep. Well, they're still employed. They still get paid billions to sit on the bench, but
Yeah.
that'd be kind of fire.
And he made a 59-yarder, so I guess he's got a leg.
Cool.
All right. Let's bring it home.
Let's bring it home, baby.
Lions.
Lions schedule 2026, 2027.
Go for it. First 4.
We got the Saints, Bills, Jets, Panthers, floor 2-2, ceiling 3-1.
Yep, I agree.
Saints,
Agree.
Jets, they're gonna wipe the floor with y'all.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you guys. Wow, we're doing the Jets so dirty. We're not giving them any like.
Bills
Even
they
the
might
Saints.
too. Bills they might too.
Yeah, they could beat the Bills. They could beat the There could be a floor of 4-0 here. Or a ceiling of 4-0, not a floor.
No, it's a floor.
Boom. Shout out Troy. All right.
Wow.
No. Yeah. No. I think floor
2-2,
4-0. 4-0. Like it. I think realistically 3-1.
Cardinals, Packers, Vikings, Dolphins. Wow. I'm gonna go minimum 2-2, just
Yep.
based off of these two games.
Ceiling 3-1. They're gonna lose one of those two, bro.
I'm gonna say floor is 3-1. Again.
Floor?
Yes. I think for sure they
Nah.
beat Cardinals, Dolphins,
Yeah.
and then they'll split these. But think about it.
I could see them splitting, but there's a world where they lose both.
I don't think so.
Have they played either of these two teams yet up here? Because then I'll give you the 4-0.
Nope.
See, I just don't know.
I don't know. Because look
Like
at their
you're saying
last.
floor.
They could
I
lose that game
understand
to
that,
the
but you're
Packers.
saying floor.
Floor. Like I don't think there's any world where they don't
Go
come out of the
2-2?
stretch.
All right, we're gonna have
4-1.
to remember this, guys. Clip it. Get ready.
Well, because I said it about the Bears. I was like, they go 3-1 in this stretch, and you're like, that's the floor. So I have some bold claims, but I'm gonna stick to them.
I mean, it's.
They will go
but when we
3-1
say
in this
when we say
stretch, minimum.
floor, we're like, this is the minimum.
Uh-huh.
Like there's no hypotheticals. There's no. You think floor 3-1?
I'll let them drop one
He's
game.
gonna die on that hill.
I
I
will.
bet. I like that though.
In this week 5, 6, 7, and 8 stretch.
For
Oh my
the
God!
Lions.
And they get a bye week after the card. No. I'm sticking to it then.
Wait, they could have bye week out.
5, 7, 8, 9. Those weeks, 3-1. Because
All
they're
right.
gonna beat the Cardinals. They're gonna come off the bye and beat the Packers. Let's say they lose to the Vikings and
Okay.
Dolphins.
I would say most likely scenario. I
true.
would give you 3-1.
But I
But I'm
understand where
saying
you're
floor
coming from.
2-2.
Yeah, the floor. Like you have to account for like the improbability that this team just is not.
Because what
where
if
we
the
think they
Lions
are.
like come off the bye and they're
exactly. Sluggish.
Yeah,
And all that.
like that
no,
happens.
I'm gonna do a bold prediction.
Yeah.
3-1.
That's fine.
3-1. So I got to do my bold predictions now. I don't want to do them for Philly because then I'm really gonna be hurting if it doesn't.
Yeah, and then when
work, but-
Carson Beck wins Rookie of the Year.
All
See, I look insane
right.
until he does it. Like that's the thing with you guys.
Anyways, Patriots, Bucks, Bears, Falcons.
Patriots, Bucks, Bears, Falcons. This is an interesting
This
stretch.
is an interesting stretch. I think I'll give it to the Patriots. I think floor is 1-3. Bless you.
Thank you. I would say. So
I
what?
think they could lose Pats. They could lose all 4 of these, but I think they'll win at least 1.
They could lose all 4.
Do you think 0-4? You're
Nah,
gonna shoot 0-4?
no,
I think they'll go
no. I think
1-3.
1-3 floor and then
I think
ceiling.
minimum they'll beat the Bucks.
Ceiling. I think 3-1
Are
is the
we
ceiling,
really?
and that's an insane
We
ceiling.
might be overrating the Falcons.
I don't think we're overrating them. I'm like more or less thinking. I just think about the Falcons' offense a
I
lot,
know,
and then I
but even
compare them
their
to some of these
even their
defenses.
defense isn't bad either.
No, but that I'm like thinking
And James Pierce is, I think, back.
like the Lions'
So
defense is good, but are they elite? Are they an elite unit? Can they keep up with the
Bijan could
pace?
tear that
That's
team
what I'm
up.
saying. And then
who's
you got
guarding
Drake London. Yeah,
Who's guarding Drake
that's my
London?
point. It's like
I mean,
I don't think we're overrating them.
DJ Reed is 5'9". You expect him to go
So
out
Drake
and
London's like 6'3",
6'5",
6'5".
like 6'4" maybe.
Yeah,
Hold on.
we lost the video game.
I think
mean,
he's 6'4". I think I overrated it a little bit. I think he's 6'4".
it just doesn't work. In the NFL, it just does not work.
Yep.
6'4". All right, I'll take
Yeah,
that. 6'4".
he's 6'4",
And he's
like
fast.
6'4", 215.
And you know what he has? Great hands, what we spoke about earlier. He has
Oh my
great hands.
God, that Patriots game was amazing.
Yep. It reminded me of Julio Jones against the Patriots.
Oh, that Patriots
You
game
remember
was
that one
amazing.
catch he had against Malcolm Butler, Julio Jones? It was
Just
very
smacked it.
like Drake London really reminded me about Julio Jones against the Patriots.
For sure. All right. Last stretch of the year. Titans, Vikings, Giants, Bears, Packers. Wow. So I'm gonna say minimum 3-2.
I want to. I think I'm not gonna lie. I think the Titans could sneak one out here.
Okay.
And it might be insane to say, but I believe in Cam Ward, man.
Okay.
I don't know if I believe in
You know
the
what?
rest of that
I
team.
overrated the 3, and I'm gonna go 2 and 3 floor.
2 and 3.
Safe 2 and 3
So
floor. And then
so
I'll
what?
go
Lose all 3 division games? Probably
or
not.
like you said, drop one of the Titans. 'Cause I'm a big Titans guy.
Or to
too.
the Giants even. They
me
could
and you
they could
were-
lose to the Giants.
Yeah.
They could drop one of those.
I'll say 2 and 3. I
2
think
and
they'll
3?
win. Yeah. Because
I
I
like
think
2 and
Packers might
3.
be resting their starters here.
I like 2
so
and 3. I do think they lose. Yeah, I do think they lose these 2 division games, and then they beat the Packers, and
and
they
they'll
can
beat
lose one of those
and they
2.
can lose one of those. I'll say floor is 4-1. though.
Ceiling?
I'll say ceiling
4
is
and
4.
1.
Ceiling is 4-1,
4 and 1. I like it because then they lose one of these 2, win,
and then win the next 3.
and then win the other 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Overall record prediction. I might shadow.
Gosh.
I might shadow and go 11-6. So
11
my
and 6.
division rankings would be 12-5. Packers win the division, and then Bears, Lions finish 11-6. Vikings at 9
I got
and 8.
13 and 4 Packers.
Yep.
But I could also see them going like 11 and 6 too. Bro,
That's the
this
thing, they could
division
all go 11
stresses
and
me
6.
out.
They could all split. They go 3-3, 3-3, 3-3.
Okay, you know what? 13 and 4 for the Packers.
Yep.
12 and 5 for the Bears. I'll say 11 and 6 for the Lions.
Okay.
Or like 10 and 7, something like that.
Yeah.
Either way, I think the Packers and the Bears are going to be 1 and 2.
Okay.
For me.
Yep.
I don't know which one's going to be where, but interchangeable for me.
Lions could get the tiebreaker for my scenario, but
dude, the Vikings are 9 and 8, missing out on the playoffs.
Yep.
Lions might
that's the
miss
thing.
out.
The Packers made the playoffs as a 7 seed at 9-7-1.
Yep.
So like the Vikings could, if the Vikings sneak a game like somewhere,
It just
10
depends.
and 7,
It depends which NFC
you
teams
could
are
have
gonna.
you could have 4 NFC North teams make it. Like that'll be the first time ever a full division makes the playoffs.
And this would be the division to do it.
Yeah.
This would be the division.
Yeah. Either that or the AFC West, but
yeah.
in
I
my
don't think
opinion.
this year, but
Not this year,
but
like 2
potentially
years down the line.
down the line. Yep, I'd agree.
Once like Fernando's good, Raiders are moving, Chargers get more consistent.
Yep.
Broncos and Chiefs are just going to be existing, and that'll be enough.
You don't like Bo Nix though.
I don't, but their roster's so good, I can't.
I think you
deny
just lean on the defense.
Oh yeah,
Just
It's
lean on it.
Probably one of the best defensive units we've seen in the last 3 years.
Yep, I would
They're
agree.
firing on all cylinders. It's great. All right, a little bit. Oh wow, we had a long episode today.
Hour 20.
Yeah, that's
I'm not gonna lie, when news broke that it was just gonna be me and Nate today, I was like, "We're gonna have to, like, try to stretch this out because we're missing a whole other person's,
yep.
like, opinions."
Jaren's supposed to be right here
Yep.
saying something.
I
He's
think I
not.
think at the start of next episode, though, just so that we don't miss out on Jaren's opinions, he'll give, like, a brief rundown of each
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
like, really brief. It'll be like a
yeah.
5-minute thing where he's just like,
Yeah, it'll
"This,
be
this,
like a
this."
minute and a half on each team just to kinda so y'all get his so he can say his 2 cents and, like, y'all can kinda hear his opinions,
Y'all can roast him or agree, whatever.
but yeah,
Do what you guys
That's
want.
the NFC North.
Yeah. I Other than that, I mean,
Are we doing one next week? To be determined?
next week, how are we gonna do that?
We talked
You
about
guys
it.
are serious about that? Okay, for reference, guys, we're going up to Wisconsin.
Yes, we're doing, like, a little, like, friend kinda vacation, just kinda going out and
Um,
to the Dells and all that.
I didn't know you guys were serious about doing an episode.
No,
We'll
I think
talk.
I'm the only one that is. I don't think Jaren is. I don't think Jaren wants to.
Okay, us 3 will talk. We'll hop on, like, a FaceTime call, and we'll see what we're
Yeah.
gonna do. But,
Let's
I
see.
mean, worst comes to worst, Thursday night or something.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
I don't know, we can figure something out.
I don't know, but yeah.
If no episode next week, we'll definitely have another one, the week after, though. So,
Mhm.
be prepared. Thank you guys so much for, like, slowly going through the off season with us. We know it's a
Yes.
drag. We're trying
Thank
to
you,
be
guys.
entertaining for y'all. We're trying to push out
Mhm.
content, but,
Yeah.
yep, I think other than that,
Alright.
appreciate all the love, guys.
Yeah.
Jared
That'll
will be
do
back
it.
next time.
That'll do it for the Kickoff Pod. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yep. See you guys.